Reacher's cover finally comes crashing down in the latest Season 3 episode, Smoke on the Water, and it's amazing it lasted so long.
Go put a bullet in his fucking head!
Reacher Season 3 adapts Persuader, which breaks from the show's traditional formula by having Alan Ritchson's main character go undercover. Just like the Lee Child novel it adapts, the third season sees Reacher just barely holding his cover together as he chases down old foe Quinn. The first 5 episodes had many instances where he was nearly exposed, but he always used his wits and occasionally his muscles to stay one step ahead. Welcome to Worth Watching. Reacher's Smoke on the Water sees his cover finally collapse, with the episode opens with Richard Beck, Johnny Birchtold, accidentally learning the truth. He agrees to stay quiet, however. While Quinn doesn't recognize Reacher when they finally come face to face, his men later discover that the 110th Special Investigators have been looking into his business, and that Reacher himself once led that unit. Thankfully, Reacher is hauling ass out of Beck's compound before they can confront him and goes full John Rambo when some goons chase him through a dark forest. It's not exactly clear how Reacher knew his cover had been blown in Season 3. Neagley calls Reacher in the nick of time. Maria Sten's Neagley didn't appear in Persuader, but Reacher's bestie gets her own subplot in the third season. She helped Reacher out with some information earlier in the series, and for her troubles, gets 2 assassins sent to her office in Smoke on the Water. After taking care of business, Neagley calls Reacher to give him a heads up, and he realizes a paranoid Quinn must be doing a deep dive on anybody who has been looking into him recently. Reacher then calls the 110th to see if Powell, the 110th warrant officer he previously spoke to, is on duty, only to learn he's mysteriously AWOL. Powell being missing is likely the moment Reacher realizes his cover is completely blown, even though he's unaware Powell has already been tortured and murdered. Quinn soon pulls up to Beck's mansion for a confrontation, but Jack is already out his bedroom window and on the run by the time Paulie breaks down the door. It's a miracle Reacher's cover lasted this long. Reacher's DEA mission was the definition of half-assed. Reacher is equal parts brain and brawn, and he's just as good a detective as he is a brawler. Even so, it's miraculous that his flimsy undercover mission got so far. Reacher's fake kidnapping scheme for Richard Beck was frankly ludicrous, and there were many holes in his cover story throughout the mission. The late, not-so-great Angel Dole, Manuel Rodriguez Sáenz, was the only one of Quinn's men to see there and the only mistake he made was confronting Reacher about this in private. Jack uses a spindle to ensure Dole's silence. That's one reason Persuader is considered one of the best Jack Reacher stories, as the title drifter had to improvise his way out of danger throughout most of the book. Reacher Season 3 captured this uneasy tension, and Smoke on the Water highlighted how lucky he was to get so far. His cover being blown changes the dynamics of the third season dramatically, and there will likely be a lot more punching and shooting from this point forward. Thanks for watching.